Variables. If you noticed, our MVWAP formula is now a bit longer and looks complicated. We can use variables to break it down into smaller bits and still have the same result. Variables are used to store information used by your program. They also provide a meaningful label for the data that you're using. So for this example, the radius variable gets the value of 5. Then we get the area of the circle using the radius. The radius variable contains the value of 5. This in turn, the result gets passed on to the area variable. Then we can now use the display function to display the value of the area variable. For our example, the first part is the moving average of the average price multiplied by volume. We can name this variable as MVPV50. We now complete the formulas. You can use any name as a variable as long as it starts with a letter and is not yet predefined in AmiBroker. You'll know if it's already predefined in AmiBroker if a drop-down box appears even after you completed on typing it. So let's go to AmiBroker. So here. So this is the part of the code we want to pass it on to a variable. So MAPV50 is equal to here. So another part could be this one, MAV50. You can see if the variable is reserved if you type MA. So anything that shows up in this drop-down box cannot be used as a variable. 50. And so as you can see, this whole line of code could be replaced by simply this variable. Since this variable contains the value of the whole statement. So if you noticed, the MV1 formula is currently fixed 50 periods. What if we want to change it to 20 or 100? We'll need to change the 50 on both instances. Changing it on 2 instances is simple, but what if your code is a bit more complex? That 50 period might be on a lot of formulas. We also can use variables to make it simpler. We add the new periods variable, then assign a value of 50 to it. Then replace the instances where we use 50 with the periods variable. And also adjust the other variable names. Clicking on the Save button won't show anything different since it still gives the same result. So let's add periods variable is equal to 50. Then we use this one and replace it where we use the variable. Click Save. So it's just the same. Now, this is where the variables become helpful. Changing the value of the periods to 100 and clicking on the Save button, you'll immediately notice that the 100 MB WAP is now displayed. There. Changing the value of the peers to 200, then saving the formula automatically updates the chart. Variables are helpful since you just need to change it in one place and the rest will use that value.